everybody, I'm Aishwarya and here are my 12 answers to 12 questions for Social Nation. Well, the proper way of learning music, like Acha Beta Chalo, aise sit down and sing sa. So that happened when I was, I think, about three and a half or something like that, because everybody around me was singing. So bed ke just singing sa was one of the most non-challenging, easy things to do. So yeah, about three and a half. I am a very disciplined person otherwise. So I wake up at 5 in the morning, I go for a run. As soon as I come back, I shower and get ready. Hair, makeup, everything. Then I click pictures because it's fun. Then I do a little bit of Marias for an hour and a half. And after that, being me, I have started this whole new regime where I listen to good things, and that includes good music. So I try to learn a new song, if not every day, then every couple days. Like after every 2 days, I focus on learning a new song, the kind of music that I have not done yet before. Well, I don't play the sitar, actually. I just don't play it at all. And I've never learned it. I think what you're referring to is the Tanpura. The Tanpura is also very new to me, frankly. I grew up, or I started singing in an age when we already had an electronic Tanpura. So I never really got the opportunity to learn how to play a real Tanpura. This development only happened about 2 years ago, and I got a Tanpura and I started learning how to first tune it, and it's an instrument which needs to be done rightly, because it defines exactly everything that resonates around you in terms of vibrations of music. So it's very important that it's tuned correctly. So it's more important to know how to tune it rather than know how to play it. The playing part is significantly easier. The next song that is gonna come out is in 2 languages. First of all, it is partially in Gujarati and partially in Hindi. The Hindi part of the song is newly written, newly composed. It's an original part of the song, and the Gujarati bits are a very old traditional wedding song. And this is the story of somebody who is very pampered, a girl who is very pampered, very loved by her entire family, and the coming together of the entire family for a wedding and her wedding, and what are her emotions while she struggles through being loved by so many people and entering a whole new phase of responsibility. Sid My Dream collaboration really is a dream, because I wanted to sing, I've always wanted to sing an R.D. Burman song. So now that we don't have him in the world physically anymore, it's going to be a little difficult to make that happen. My daily inspiration are my mom and dad. It's like waking up to a fresh wave of let's seize the day every morning. I don't know where they get that energy from, because sometimes, some days, I feel slightly less motivated or bored or tired. I do feel that. So I used to have a crush on Patrick Dempsey a while ago. And there was this police inspector character in an Australian drama series that I was watching, Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. I used to really like that guy. But at the moment, I'm crush free. I have a crush on nobody. Not even like normal people. I don't have a crush on anyone. So yeah, slightly bored right now. I admire Shankarji for his loyalty towards music. I admire Himeshji for his absolutely straightforward attitude and very flexible one as well. I admire Pritam Da for versatility in music. I mean, that's one thing which is which I would not just only put as I would not just confine to him. It's in a lot of music directors out there, but that's that. And I I don't know, I can't think of Rahman, A.R. Rahman. I think Rahman Sahab is somebody who I have listened to over and over and over and over again, and that music just never dies. So I think it's that part about these musicians that I admire, that they can create music which has longevity, and that is why I admire these people. So yeah, I guess. I am a Bachelor of Arts, BA. I am a graduate. That's where my qualification ends. But to dig a little deeper, I was homeschooled and I went to an open university, so I did college from home. And that's exactly why I actually studied what I chose to study. So I have a major in English language, not literature language. I have a second major because we had that option in history, and I have minors in religions and philosophies of the world and science and technology. So that's my spectrum of being a studious little girl. I still love to study, and I do that by reading different kinds of stuff similar to these things. And yeah, I enjoy studying. You never know where you are headed when you head in a certain direction just because you love it. And when the love for a certain passion changes into something that you actually earn off, or you can make a profession out of, you can make a career out of, that's the process, which is it's that blind spot. You just don't know when it happens, but it happens. And I think if I have to put a date on it, I decided कि यही करना है मुझे अब ज़िंदगी में. That's when I won Chote Ustad. That was more of a motivation or not an inspiration, it was just a big push that or a stamp कि अच्छा बेटा ये अच्छे से कर पाते हो आप, and the stamp is that you're the winner of Chote Ustad. So it's something like that. I may not be putting it in the best possible way, but this in my life didn't have a specific date and time, but it just happened, and I feel luckier than ever that my work is not work and it's not all play also. So I think I'm super blessed. Yes, I have. I learnt Kathak as a little child, I think for about less than a year, and it was very informal, very casual Kathak. Although I do come from a family of dancers, so I think I have a little bit of that somewhere in my gene. But I enjoy to dance according to the kind of music that I'm performing. Apart from that 1 year or less than 1 year's worth of learning Nadhin Munna and Ta Thaiya Thaiya Thai, I don't quite remember anything about Kathak, and all my actions are only film inspired. And that's it. I learned dance, but I don't think you can call it learning at all, because it was more like ठीक है आज कुछ नया करते हैं. I think generally देखा जाए तो 1.25 घंटा. पहले जब मैं छोटी बच्ची थी, बिल्कुल शरारत नहीं करती थी, that is a lie, तब मैं 2-2.5 घंटे रियाज करती थी, और वो मैं रोज़ करती थी. और वो एक ऐसा डिसिप्लिन था कि जो शायद मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी में अचीव न कर पाऊँ, एक्सेप्ट कि मैं 80 साल की हो जाऊँ. बट उस डिसिप्लिन की वजह से पहले ज़िंदगी के पहले 15 साल जो डिसिप्लिन से जी हूँ मैं, उसकी वजह से, उस रियाज की वजह से आज कभी कभार अगर मैं रियाज ना करूँ तो उतना अफेक्ट नहीं करता है, लेकिन फिर भी आई बिलीव कि अफेक्ट तो कर ही जाता है. सो दिन में मेरे गुरुजी कहते हैं कि कुछ नहीं तो सिर्फ 20 मिनट स्वर अगर आप गा लें तो भी आपके मसल्स जो हैं उनको उनका काम याद रहता है. सो डू दैट मच रियाज, इफ़ नॉट मोर. इफ़ यू डोंट हैव द टाइम, if you do have the time, or if you can find the time in a day, then make it a point that you do your riyaz as much as needed. And ज़्यादा भी करने की ज़रूरत नहीं होती, because then you are just over straining your muscles, which is also something which is not necessary if you're doing light music, or if you're doing filmy songs, if you're doing that kind of stuff. But formative years, you have to do 2.5-3 hours of riyaz every single day. So if you're new to music or if you're learning music, my big suggestion is first 10 years of your life of music, you have to do proper riyaz without missing a single day. That was me for Social Nation. I'm Aishwarya. Thank you for your questions and thank you for loving me with all your heart. Thank you for loving my music with all your melody. Thank you always. Stay safe.